So, what is going on YouTube? Your boy Sam from Team SamRex1 here.
Nope, still just me. Told you guys I'm a master of disguise. Probably couldn't tell that Sam wasn't even here. If Sam grew a beard, this is what he would look like. But Sam left me a message on my phone to call him back, so that we're gonna do exactly just that.
Huh? Who's calling? Oh my god. Hello?
Hey Sam, what's up?
It's like 4 a.m. here in Thailand, bro. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, Sam, I got your message. So you want a meta profile now?
You have good news?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Thank you so much, man. Listen.
Yeah, no worries, but I'm gonna be plugging my channel in there. The profile's gonna be lit, man. I'm gonna even throw in every single piece of tech that I use, alright? It's gonna be the full Tom Box package.
Swear to God, Tom, you mess up his deck profile, you better be perfect. You're the guy that knows the most about Salamangreats. So if you mess up this deck profile, Tom, I swear my foot soldiers and my squire, the whole gateway, is gonna be at your doorsteps.
Don't make me chain MST, buddy. I'm gonna bring out the masterpiece if you do that. And you know why. You know I have the masterpiece. I locked him up.
Yo, Tom, one thing, bro. You forgot to tell me to visit the shop.
No worries, man. I got you covered. Hey, everybody, don't forget to check out tsx1.com for all your Sam merch. And check it out at the end of this video. There, done. I got you covered.
Alright, that's pretty much it, bro. Thank you for calling.
Alright, man. Later, Sam.
Better not mess up, boys.
You guys heard it from the man himself, so I'm going to be delivering to you guys the Salamangreat meta variant deck profile. I've actually done a foundation deck profile on my own channel, MSD TV, already yesterday, so I'm going to be looking back at that and actually upgrading it. So this is actually more of like a 1.5 compared to that build. There is differences. I'm only going to be demoing one combo. If you want to see combos, you can check it out in the budget profile or over on my channel as well. But let's get to this. I'm going to assume most of you guys already know what these cards do. Is it too much to hope that people actually read their cards? I'm only going to elaborate on some of these cards and elaborate on them pretty quickly. So we've got ourselves a main deck, extra deck, and side deck. Starting off with the main deck, it's a 40 card main deck. We have Triple Lady Debug. This is from the other structure deck. This is your Stratos. Upon normal or special summon, you get to add a level 3 or lower CYBERSE monster. It's good Ash bait, if anything, and they really don't want to Ash that card anyway. So let's go into Triple Gazelle, your Foolish Burial of the deck, and also jumps out of the hand. So it acts as a default extender, and it is your combo setter and your main searcher because you fetch stuff out of the graveyard. Then we have Triple Spinny, bread and butter combo, Spinny and Gazelle. This one special summons out of the graveyard if you control another Salamangreat monster, and you can ditch it to the graveyard to boost the attack of any monster on the field by 500. It's not a hand trap, it's an ignition effect. Then we have Triple Foxy. Foxy is your excavator. On summon, you get to excavate 3, kind of like the Sky Striker field spell, and it also jumps out of the graveyard if you can discard a Salamangreat card. And on top of that, it can also pop a phase-up spell trap. Now, 1 copy of Falco, 1 copy of Jack Jaguar. Falco helps you retrieve and reset some of your spells and traps when it's sent to the graveyard. Also comes with a grave summoning condition, and same with Jack Jaguar, to some degree, summons himself onto a link arrow, which one of your Salamangreat monsters points to. And you can do that by putting back one of your monsters back into the deck from the graveyard. Then we have hand traps, Triple Ash, because Ash is basically a peasant rare card that everyone should have access to now. Alright, so just deck synergy. Now this is where it starts to differ from my profile. Play Ghost Bell. Ghost Bell answers the meta a little bit better than just using Veiler. You can use it to stop people from using their Thunder Dragons, and that's why this is here. I think it's just really important, and there's, even in the Salamangreat matchup, it hurts when I'm not able to retrieve cards out of the graveyard, so that's why this is in there, and it is a bit more of a meta call, knowing that a lot more people are going to be playing Salamangreat. And now onto the spells. We have Triple Circle, because Circle is Rhoda. If you could run 3 Rhodas, why wouldn't you run 3 Rhodas? And also has the other effect of protecting your dudes from monster effect for your reincarnate links. For your one-ofs, you have Will of Salamangreat, the field spell, and Fusion of Fire. This can fuse with your opponent's cards. This one gives you a reincarnate link if you use a link monster of the matching name. It has to be a link monster, and then there is the Monster Reborn / Soul Charge. And then we have some more one-ofs. Super Poly, that's kind of the same deal. Use your opponent's stuff to fuse. Fusion of Fire can do kind of the same thing, and you can go into your Chimera because it requires 1 material, which is a generic link monster. 1 Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial gives you so much access because it throws in anything. In the early game, it's basically an additional copy of Spinny. In the late game, it could be a Falco, which helps you get back one of your spell cards. There's a lot of utility with the Foolish Burial. I kind of regret not playing this earlier in my own build, so I took out the Upstart Goblin for the Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial will get you there. If you need the extra body, it's basically a free summon to some degree. Then we have Triple Call by the Grave because we don't want to get hit by hand traps. Some of them hurt, and you just want to make sure that you can even set this on your own turn to interrupt your opponent. Take out those pesky Dangered Thunder Dragons. We also have Double Twin Twister. I think it's just a mandatory staple. You lose to the Floodgate of there can be only one. You have to take them out. And if you don't have access to that, you basically lose once you can't get out of stuck being under one CYBERSE monster. One Rage, because that's all the rage you'll need. You don't want more copies than one. It's really cluttery if you have more than one, and you can only activate one per turn anyway, and you can reset them anyway. So what's the point of having more? You'd rather have a better variety in your hand instead. Then we have the Roar. I'm playing 2 Roar. I think in TCG, without Max C, you can't really fetch things as fast. However, if you're running Phantasme, which is also another option that you can run in this deck, you don't have to run too many copies of this. So what I really use this for is that I want to see one copy of this compared to like any copy of this. Just one copy of this in additional to your full combo. Then you can actually have a double pop with a single negate. To me, that is much better than just having one negate and then your opponent can break the board. So yeah, that's just my opinion. So yeah, double Roar, 1 Rage. And we have triple Impermanence. You need to negate stuff. Just don't let them extend. Hit the Saryuja. Hit whatever that's becoming a big threat. Turn off monsters. I don't know. There's nothing bad about this card. Don't forget, it's coming out in dual power. And finally, a double Floodgate of Goes in Match, because Goes in Match, well, you're a mono attribute deck, so it doesn't really hurt you. I guess the only card that you're not really attributed for would be the Lady Debug, but it's getting linked off pretty soon, so yeah, nothing to really worry about there. And that makes up for the main deck. Now for the extra deck. Extra deck, we got triple Balinks. I don't think there's anything to say about this. This is your protector. You need 3 for the grind. You can try to cut 1 if you want more space, but I think 3 will give you a much better grind game in the long run. Triple Sunlight Wolf. This is a card you have to run 3 of because you'll be burning these cards left and right, and helps you retrieve resources. Then we have Heat Leo. You only need 2 copies of Heat Leo. I use different artwork just so that I can know which one is the reincarnated Link one. So you go this one, then you go into that one. Cool. And of course, these cards are not once per turn when it spins stuff in the back row. So yeah, you got that advantage. Then One Nightmare Phoenix because it's fire, because it's lit. And then there is our waifu Hita, the Fire Charmer Ablaze. Of course, no one forgets about her. And the slight difference, we have 1 Update Jammer and 1 Transcode Talker. This is one of the most annoying combos. I didn't realize that this was basically an OTK. I didn't realize the effect of Update Jammer is actually once per battle. So if you can actually combine the 2 together, I know they're both not fire. If you combine the 2, make them co-linked, even though when you battle, during damage calculation, basically you attack, you negate everything on the board, and then if it kills a monster, it deals 1,000 damage. But you get to attack a second time, and I believe it's once per battle, I think, per CYBERSE monster you control. So it's pretty crazy. Didn't realize that this was a wombo combo. And since you're playing Transcode Talker, you can revive basically any of your CYBERSE Link monster, which is pretty beneficial. Good plus. Double Mirage Stalio. You don't need a third one. If you need a third one, I don't know how you're making so many, but you can use this as a link material. On going second, bounce back one of the problem cards on your opponent's side of the field. So yeah, there's that. And of course, I'm playing 1 of the Chimera for the OTK condition. The OTK condition is really easy to achieve. It's like a 2-card combo. You can get all the way there. And that's what I'm going to show you guys. But first, side deck. All right, for side deck, triple Pancratops. You need this because you want to pop stuff. It's big. It can run over stuff. I don't think there's anything bad about this card ever. You never feel bad about opening this card. And you can take out the problems like Spell Village or anything kind of floodgating you out of existence. Then we have triple Evenly Match. If I could play Sphere Mode in here, I did play Sphere Mode in my other build. But you need the normal summon in this deck, and Sphere Mode eats up that normal summon. So even if you clear the board, they might just be able to re-establish, and I don't think that's good enough. So triple Evenly Match because you can take out the big problems out of the deck, and you just like, they commit to the board, they lose. And that's out of the way. 1 Twin Twister, 1 Fusion of Fire, and 1 additional Violet Chimera. The additional Twin Twister is mainly just for maxing out on back row hate, and you can also use this to kind of take out some of the Altergeist or Sky Striker matchup. And as for the Fusion of Fire and the Violet Chimera, this is just for the mirror match because you can fuse off your opponent's cards. If they leave a Link monster, say they leave a Salamangreat Heat Leo, and they leave themselves with another Salamangreat, you can just fuse it off, and then you get your Violet Chimera. So it's just free damage. I would always appreciate free damage. Next, I'm running triple red reboot. This is also something that differs from my original foundation. It's good for the mirror match, and you can take out the problem of them using their Salamangreat counter trap. So you can use it to stop the roar. Mainly use it to stop the roar. If they have double set, then you're not going to be able to stop the first card that pops you because they're going to chain their roar, and then you have to use this on the second card. But if there's only one back row, then you can use it to stop whatever that's there. So this is actually pretty awesome. And of course, it's also really good against Altergeist. And then, if I had Phantasmes, I would play Phantasmes. But since I don't have Phantasme, I'm going to play Rivalry of Warlords. Mainly to deal with the Thunder Dragon matchup. Because I get the Thunder Dragons are all mono Thunder. But Danger Thunder, or any Danger variant, this card can work wonders because reptiles, beasts, fiends, they got like all sorts of crap in there. And if they commit to like a dragon, they're kind of locked out from doing any severe damage once you rivalry them. Then the boards kind of suck. And you know, most of those danger decks, they have like Light of Sekka, they can't really play out of it. They can't go to Phoenix to pop this unless they have a fiend ready. So yeah, that's kind of how I would place it. But then if you had Phantasmes, play Phantasmes. Like, if you look at all the decks, they all will go into at least one link, and it's a free body, and it will protect your board when you start playing your turn. I think that is a massive plus if you have Phantasme. Play the Phantasme. And that would be it for the side deck. If there's anything you guys want to change, of course, this is a foundation profile. Update it to however you feel like your locals meta will be. And if you know that your whole locals is going to be like Salamangreat City, just main deck some Salamangreat Hate in the main deck. That's all I'm going to say. Now let's go into like the kill combo of using the fusion. Alright, for this combo, say I'm going second and I want to kill my opponent with one-shot fusion. So how do you do it? Say I'm going to throw away 3 cards because I want to demo with 2 cards in hand, and I'm going to hand trap the crap out of my opponent if I'm going second. And here we go. So I'm going now. He has 1 monster left in attack position, and I'm going to deal with it. Draw for turn. Alright, goes in match. So first thing first, gotta get out the Bailing. So I'm going to normal summon out the Spinny, and I want to get out that Gazelle since this guy can bring himself out anyway. I'm going to go ahead and send that to the grave and get out the Bailings. Because a Salamangreat was sent to the graveyard, Gazelle could activate TCG-wise, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Unlike OCG, anything that's not public knowledge kind of activate more like a fast effect, but unlike OCG, we're not them, so we get to chain block. So we get Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, and special summon out the Gazelle, and then we're going to activate Bailings, and we're going to add ourselves to the field spell. Now don't forget to activate Gazelle. Now activate Gazelle on the summon effect, and we're going to go ahead and ditch Fusion of Fire, so we can actually add it back later on. With that in mind, we're going to go into Spinny. Spinny's going to activate, special summon itself out of the graveyard, and we're going to go ahead and overlay the 2 into Mirage Stalio. Now that we have Mirage Stalio, we get to summon out from the deck. We're going to detach the Gazelle. Now, you can do this in 2 ways. If your hand already has say another Salamangreat monster, you can do this with Falco. If you don't have another one, then you can do this with Jack Jaguar. So if we're going into Jack Jaguar now, I'm going to show you the Jack Jaguar way since I don't have one in hand currently. And we're going to go ahead and hold on to this because I want to make sure I'm this until later on. And I'm going to get a Reincarnate Link without it anyway. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and link this off. And we're going to go into our first Sunlight Wolf. Now, I can't really summon into the zone right now, so I'm going to go ahead and link him off again into another copy of Sunlight Wolf. Therefore, this one is reincarnated linked already. So I get the other effect where I can add back the card of the fusion. So I'm going to add back the fusion back to my hand. And now I'm going to spin back a card to activate Jack Jaguar, put this back into the deck, and I'm going to special summon out Jack Jaguar onto the field. And this is going to trigger off my Sunlight Wolf to add back another monster that I cannot summon or use its effect. I'm going to get back the Gazelle. So because of that, I fetched basically a bunch of my cards back. And now I'm going to go ahead and go into Heat Leo. Heat Leo, number 1. This one is not reincarnated Link. And I'm going to spin back some back row back into the deck. I'm going to activate the field spell. I'm going to go reincarnate Link now And I'm going to go into Heat Leo again. And this time, I'm going to spin another card back. However, I'm going to also reduce the attack of this monster to 0 if I have an Ash, or to 500 if I don't have an Ash. And now I'm going to play Fusion of Fire, and I'll leave that Link monster on board. If they have a Link and another attack position monster, you can use less resources to get into this play, which is amazing. I think I love that even more. But Fusion of Fire, go ahead and fuse off everything into the Violet Chimera. Violet Chimera gains about 1850 worth of attack points, about half of Heat Leo and half of Gazelle, altogether added up. Puts you over 4,000 easy. And then it's going to be easy to one-shot them, because if you attack something that has a different attack stat from its original, you double your attack during the damage step, or the damage calc, and then they die. So that's over 8,000 damage in one shot thanks to one Chimera. That is a beautiful effect. This is like one extra card in hand. That's after I throw away all my hand traps. Hopefully I didn't get locked out by Thunder Dragons. If I did, at least I had 2 impermanents in that hand. But that is the combo of one-shotting, and I've demoed the other opening combo in the budget profile, so check that one out. That's all I got for this profile, guys. If you guys enjoyed this profile, smash that like button. Don't forget to give Sam a subscribe. Give me a subscribe if you guys want to check out my stuff. What's coming up on MST.TV? Well, I have a ruling video on Salamangreats. There's 3 cards I really want to address in terms of rulings. And I don't want anyone to get cheated on these things, because it's very easy to kind of mislook and kind of forget about it. I also got like proxies coming up for Witchcraft and stuff from Dark Neostorm, so stay tuned for that. If you guys want that stuff, go ahead and subscribe to MST.TV. And that's all I got for this video. Don't forget to check out tsx1.com for merch from Sam. He's got a lot of mats, got lots of great stuff coming up. So yeah, check that out. See, I made sure I got that shout out. I didn't mess up. You don't have to send your army against me, Sam. And, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. So peace out, everybody.